very busy schedule, feel very lucky to get to do what I love for a living, and when somebody asks me in that manner, what do you do, I tell them I love all three of my jobs. I get to teach and share what I've spent my whole life studying, the idea of motivating people with rhythm, and we use the tagline, motivating people with the rhythms of life. And I've connected that into all of my businesses, from the idea of Drum for Work, which is my corporate clients and also the school clients, and we do rhythm events with them. They could be multicultural. One of our most popular school residencies is Our Musical Journey Around the World, and the idea of that is we take kids with us from culture to culture, and they experience music and life and geography and history in a way that we related to almost as if they had a passport stamped from every place that we take them. And a lot of times we cover 10 different cultures, 10, 12 different cultures. And from that, I came up with the idea of Our World Festival, which is our local group in Greenville. And we have brought a lot of connections in the community together, working with not only at-risk youth in the community, but also families, and a lot of drum and dance troops and professional percussionists that I've worked with that we bring into the area. And you might see us at the festivals like Fall for Greenville, Artisphere, Freedom Weekend Aloft, just about any local festival you've seen some or all of our performing ensembles. And we meet every last Sunday in the park is something that my companies kind of give back to the community. Anybody can come and participate, and from that we've developed performing ensembles that understand the multicultural rhythms that we're learning, particularly from Africa or the Middle East and Asia, the Caribbean. We share these rhythms. We started an upstate samba school, and that's involving a martial arts form known as capoeira, and very popular in Brazil, and also leading samba lines through festivals, not only performing on stage, but mobile rhythm events. And the whole idea is connecting the arts, but also teaching people to express themselves through rhythm. And this idea of rhythm and pattern being around us all the time. We have a heartbeat that's rhythm in our body. We're on a schedule for a clock all the time, and so those things are always what we build our life on. Those are the pillars of our life, is how we appreciate rhythm and pattern. Our World Festival started as a meeting every last Sunday in Falls Park. We actually started meeting there in around 1995 or 96 with Imani African Dance Troupe, just to rehearse in open air, and immediately, it would draw a crowd of people. And back then we would play for them, and this evolved through the years, and trying to motivate more people to play with us. And so it's sort of a community organization that's developed from it, in that people a lot of the times just go to the park for a little quiet enjoyment, but they hear the drumming, they walk through wondering where it's coming from, and then they find us with a lot of extra instruments, particularly for the kids. And really, I have to say, kids of all ages. I had a 88-year-old lady said that was the most fun she'd ever had in her life, playing a pair of maracas and dancing around with some of our Middle Eastern dancers. But it evolved to where a lot of the dance troupes that I've worked with Carolina Ballet, the Imani and Ashanti African dance troupes, like Ali Layla Middle Eastern Dance Company, Discordia Arts, I started pulling these groups back in for a lot of our festivals to do for just about any local festival that you could think of. We've had an ensemble in, usually listed under my name, or Our World Festival. Fall for Greenville, Artisphere, Swamp Rabbit Festival, the Duck Derby, and the list goes on and on. Drum for Work is our business that provides interactive rhythm events, and we don't use the term drum circles because it's much more than that, and we're also staying away from some of the connotations that have developed with drum circles through the years. It's more about calling it a rhythm event because sometimes we even use just movement exercises, body percussion, expressive sounds. Doesn't necessarily have to use instruments, but we do provide instruments for every participant, whether it's 20 people in an office that need a little stress relief to 200 people on a weekend training retreat that we've been labeled as the loudest indoor ropes course alternative. In a way that we use team building exercises to develop that company's ideas. It could be huge conferences that are doing product launches, and we're there to inspire and motivate and just excite the audience into whatever the new product is that's coming out. And these events can be tailored for your company or for your business, and we love to sit down with the managers and the team players and figure out what is your company missing, and how can we provide services to fulfill that gap, and where a normal team building company can't do it with a ropes course. And we do that through the idea of expressing your thoughts, feelings, your emotions, ideas, enhancing creativity, along with all of the other things that we associate with health and wellness. And the return on investment is based on if your clients and your workers are happy, then you're going to have less of a turnover. You're going to have more people showing up for work, less calling in sick. You're going to have more people inspired to put their all into their work, and that's what we try to do for our companies. I've performed everywhere that I went, studying with local teachers and many different cultures in South America and all throughout the Caribbean, Africa to China last summer. And one thing that I've discovered is music is definitely a universal language.